Rebuilding or getting back into your home or business after a natural disaster can be stressful and time-consuming. Due to recent flooding, many people are having to work with their insurance companies. Joining us live to explain what steps homeowners should take prior to a severe storm is State Farm insurance agent Justin Slaughter. Justin, good morning. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Talk to us about some tips customers should be on the lookout for when setting up insurance policies.
Okay, so when setting up your policies, it's very important to have a in-depth discussion with your agent and kind of knowing what you're having, know what your deductibles are, which is the portion that you would have to pay for out of pocket. Really customizing a plan that is going to meet your needs. How much coverage do you need? Have you built on to your house? Are there any additions? So it's important to have that relationship and that constant discussion with your agent as your house and your situation changes.
Yeah, and making sure everything is documented in the event something does happen, it's already taken care of. Talk to us, we recently have been hit hard, extremely hard, with storms. Some folks in the north part of the metro area, saw an upwards of 2 feet of rain. What advice can you share with us this morning about flood insurance?
Flood insurance is governed by FEMA. You definitely want to check, reach out to your agents like myself, other agents as well. Let them look at your flood map and see if you're in a flood zone. Even if you are not in the flood zone, you still may want to get flood insurance. Flood insurance is separate from your property and casualty, your fire and your wind policy. So you definitely, need to know and be taken care of with that, because we have been hit by a bunch of disasters with that. So definitely flood. You want to take care of your property and take care of the personal things that are within your policy.
Yeah. The hope obviously is never to have to use it, but having it there in the event something does happen is really key. Talk to us about what homeowners, business owners should do after the storm in terms of communication with their agent. What should they do? What does this look like?
Okay, so kind of the process. Again, you have two parts. You have the pre-storm, you have the after the storm. So that list that you made out, you got lists like there are apps. There's a free app, NAIC Home Inventory. You can put that app and it puts your items in the cloud. You could also write your hand list out, email that list to yourself. A lot of times you lose everything when it's in a house. That list is no good to you if it's soaking wet or you can't find it.
Yeah.
So email that list to yourself. This is an inventory of things in your house. I always like to say anything you can turn over and shake out of your house that falls out, that's what you want to email to yourself. And we're talking all the way down to toothpaste, shoes, socks, cell phones, computers, everything you have, things of value that are in your home. Make sure that you've comprised that on that list. Make sure you have it in the cloud or saved and sent to yourself. Make sure you have your insurance cards ready. You know your policy, you know your deductibles, you know your cars, you got your policy number. Again, snap a picture, email that to yourself. After it's all said and done, then you want to call back to your agency. They'll get you in touch with the claims department. The claims department will go through the steps. This is the most, I would say, one of the most important steps. You want to clear like water, standing water, things that are causing damage now. Windows, cover them up, but don't make any permanent repairs until you snap pictures and get documentation of what's going on with your home. The claims rep will come in, will take good care of you, and then our goal is to make you back whole, to make sure that you're taken care of. Know the difference. Do you have actual cash value? Do you have replacement costs? So those are things that you need to discuss to tailor your policy towards yourself.
Yeah,
towards your family and what you desire.
Yeah, making sure you're set up and really cataloging everything before and after, documenting it all. With that, filing a claim can take time. It's a process. What's the average time after a storm passes for a claim to be processed?
You should get you reach out to somebody, a claims person should get with you within the first 3 to 5 days. It depends on, that's a hard question. It depends on what the magnitude of the storm is. Sometimes we just recently helped with the storm out in Arkansas. So with that process, they had to bring people into the city because Arkansas doesn't have as many claim handlers as, say, for instance, Houston would have. So they have to bring people in, recruit. We have a natural disaster team. We have to get that team together, get them in town, put in hotels, get them briefed, and then they go out and they start to go at it, night and day. So that question is a little bit hard, but anywhere from 3 to 5 days, someone should kind of be in touch with you and get things started. And then the rest of it depends on how prepared are you. Do you actually have your list, or are you having to take now 3 or 4 days and kind of guess what was in my house, and I don't know what my policy number is, different things like that. So you can knock time off by being prepared and kind of knowing where you stand.
Being prepared, which means being organized in this instance. Justin, thank you so much for your time this morning. You broke it down in a very simplified way that made it easy for us to follow. So we do appreciate that very much.
Okay, and tips. Thank you again for having me. TDI.gov gives you a lot of these tips. Again, you can call agencies with Justin Slaughter, State Farm, but TDI.gov also breaks things down for you. Little tips like close all your doors so your roof doesn't blow out your house when the wind comes through. There's so much we can go into depth about this conversation. So please give us a call if you need us.
All good information. Justin Slaughter with State Farm. Thank you very much, sir.